In a small African village, a determined young man named Jabari dreams of transforming his community into a thriving center of agricultural production. Against overwhelming odds, he battles environmental, social, and financial challenges, ultimately achieving his vision and earning the admiration of his people. Early morning, sunrise, a small, rural village surrounded by open fields and rolling hills. Traditional African homes are scattered around, and villagers begin their daily routines. Birds chirping, the distant sounds of livestock, and the quiet hum of morning activity. Jabari VO narration. My village, my home. It's where my father and his father, before him, tilled the earth. For generations, we've relied on the soil to live, but now, more than ever, I know we can do more. Camera pans to reveal Jabari, a young man in his mid-20s, walking through the village with a thoughtful expression. He greets villagers with a smile, but it's clear that he's driven by a deeper ambition. He pauses to look at the parched land and underdeveloped fields. Jabari, thinking to himself, the land is rich, but the crops are poor. If we could just find a way, this village could become a beacon for the entire region. Mid-morning, Jabari's small home. Inside, the walls are adorned with maps of the village and sketches of farming tools. On a table, he has a worn-out agricultural book, pages flipping, pens scratching on paper. Jabari speaks to his younger sister, Zola, while pointing at his map. Jabari, we need to start planting differently, using modern techniques. If we rotate crops, conserve water, and build proper irrigation, this land could yield 3 times as much. Zola, skeptical, but where will you get the money to start this, brother? The elders barely listen to new ideas. Jabari, determined, I don't need their money. What I need is their trust. I'll work on the fields myself, prove it can be done. Once they see it with their own eyes, they'll believe. Noon. Village council meeting under a large baobab tree, where elders gather to discuss the village's future. Wind rustling through the leaves, murmuring voices. Jabari stands before the council, explaining his vision of agricultural development. His eyes are filled with passion, but the elders seem hesitant. Elder 1, doubtful, this is how we've farmed for generations, Jabari. You're talking about things we don't understand. Elder 2, nodding, we've seen droughts, locusts, and hard seasons. Changing the way we farm could be risky. The land has always provided, but never like you suggest. Jabari, firmly, I respect our traditions, but if we don't adapt, the land will not sustain us for much longer. Give me 1 season, 1 chance to prove that change can be good. Elder 1, after a pause, we will not stop you, but the village cannot spare resources for this. Jabari, that's all I need, just the opportunity. Jabari's personal plot of land on the outskirts of the village. The rhythmic sound of a hoe breaking soil, Jabari grunting in effort, and the distant bleating of goats. Jabari works tirelessly from sunrise to sunset, planting new crops, digging irrigation ditches, and setting up makeshift greenhouses. He teaches Zola how to plant new seeds with precise spacing, explaining modern farming techniques. The first few weeks show promising growth, but Jabari encounters his first setback, a dry spell that kills some of his crops. Jabari, frustrated but resolute, I won't give up. The rains will come, and when they do, we'll be ready. Jabari, tobacco and tund, determined, we've prepared for this. We need to start using the water storage we built. Jabari and his team work tirelessly to save their crops with the little water they have. Through ingenuity and sheer effort, they manage to keep most of the plants alive. The entire village comes together to celebrate Jabari's success. Children run around, playing, while the elders sit and reflect on the wisdom of embracing new ideas. Zola, to Jabari, smiling, you did it, brother. The whole village is talking about you. Jabari, humble, we did it, Zola. This was never just about me. It's about all of us. The drought ends, and Jabari's methods bear fruit, literally. The fields are filled with ripe vegetables and fruits, more than the village has ever seen in a single season. Elders and villagers gather, stunned by the sight. Elder 1 astonished, I never thought I'd see this. Elder 2, this young man may have been right all along. Jabari, standing proudly before the village, this is just the beginning. If we all work together, if we embrace what the land can truly offer us, we can thrive. This village can become a center of growth, a beacon for others. The entire village comes together to celebrate Jabari's success. Children run around, playing, while the elders sit and reflect on the wisdom of embracing new ideas. Zola, to Jabari, smiling, you did it, brother. The whole village is talking about you. Jabari, humble, we did it, Zola. This was never just about me. It's about all of us. The next morning at Jabari's farm, now expanded with more villagers helping to plant new crops, the village is alive with the rustling of leaves and the hum of daily activities. Jabari walks through the fields, watching as his fellow villagers plant seeds with new methods he's taught them. He smiles, knowing that this is just the start of something bigger. Jabari, VO narration, the land has always given us what we need. We just had to learn how to listen, how to respect it, and how to make it work for us. This village, my home, will be a place of growth, a place of change. The camera zooms out, showing the vast fields around the village, now green and full of life. The sun rises high above, signaling a new day for Jabari and his people.